on some things because internet was being an issue. Yeah, I think it's better if I just do it. Yeah, I'm actually getting
Are you telling me you don't think they should all be moved there? No.
He tried to pay with a credit card?
Like I'm always telling you, Vano, people in all country are more genuine. They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what... Listen.
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vano. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Vano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name and no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I'm with Interpol, but I'm not here to cause any trouble. Organized crime is someone else's department. I'm here to pick up the shipment you're withholding from Václav Koller.
Vano, look. The only honest policeman in Prague. Koller must want this item very much to send someone like you. But I will tell you what I told Koller. No, he cannot have the calibrator, and you can't either. Dealing with Augs is bad business. A point which some people in this organization have yet to understand.
Koller didn't send me. I volunteered after he explained his situation. Sounded like you can use a little help. The truth is, though, I'm doing this for me. I need some repairs done, and Kohler needs the calibrator to do them.
You believe this, Malvado? Such commitment to honesty. But now I wonder about your commitment to other people. But tell me, Mr. Friendship, how far are you willing to go to help out a friend in need?
If someone needs my help, I give it. Any way I can.
It is like I am always telling him you can get a lot accomplished just by having a conversation. I will let you have the calibrator.
Thanks. And what's it gonna cost me?
Listen to the man, Malvado. Even when he gets what he wants, he does not trust it. What shall we do with such a man? What will it cost? A favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't worry. I will let you know in due time. It won't be too painful. Not for you. What do you say? Do we have a deal, Mr.
Jensen, we have a deal.
Excellent. Upstairs in my office, you will find Kohler's calibrator. I will be in touch.
I'm gonna take a look and see.
better than
Doctor be changing his tune. Your guess is as good as mine.
Ты
This
что-то
is
сказал?
Alaska.
Hope he does something. Looks like it would be a fun fight.
I guess news. The glo- leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial
He might go
reporting.
ballistic and kill us
And
all.
now for a close
Ну и
look at
нахрена ты
events
так,
making
а?
headlines around the world. Here are our top stories.
Never expected to see Mr. Botkovelli agree with the new Yoblok.
It can be. Underground websites and radio
Видел,
stations.
тут крыса была.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
For hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud
Business is
when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat... drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US...
I have many things to learn about leadership.
You cannot always kill a man for every little thing. That is ridiculous. You know why, Vano?
Пойдешь потом в королеву?
Because then there is nobody left to pay you?
papers
Hello,
and everything.
Og.
But the police
I'm going to
still
get the
fooled
police if this continues.
Here we go. I don't like being this close to Prakashka. I'm afraid of what might happen to me. Don't be ridiculous.
Hajzl leze do říky a dostane povýšení.
What's going on?
Tell me you heard that as well?
The bastard will do anything to shut them up. They do not want us to know the truth.
What is this city coming to?
Who listens to that garbage? They may call it the world order, but we all know it. Enough problems already. Not much going on. Won't get
I would rather be giving out parking tickets.
what? Today. The bastard will do anything to shut them up. They do not want us to know the truth. Even if only 1% of the things you report on are true, you know they're out there.
Especially in the wake of the August system, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely. Any break in the story. This is a live. incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of
What
life
is this
in
city
recent
coming
history. I cannot speak for you folks. Memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now, and forever will be, the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Picus News. Always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Brzezinka train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you, live, from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers, for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid.
That's why I didn't want.
For hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever phrases the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is constantly racing back to the latest technology. Our portable data storage, massive storage capacity, flexible screens, and those 1,000...
Mám povolení použít smrtící sílu.
And a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live from Picus.
Baby, I'm back. Oh, you got this.
Picus News, always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rusika train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful. It merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live. Global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. Story. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedoms? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground website. Shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Milena, I got into the odd permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help one person at least. Good. Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of...
That's the one.
Around the world, like a team, always watching. You are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rusika train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring under Dr. Talis Russell, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. Residents in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Milena, I got into the ARC permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help 1 person at least. Good. Irenka's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. She's as legit as she can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Edward now?
He probably ends up in Golem. Or he gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
We did the best we could. Listen, thanks for being one of the good guys.
Who listens to that garbage?
City has gone to hell.
Ahoy, I'm here. Okay, you're good to go. Step on through.
Hello, Og.
Right, Secretary Trouble. Awaiting next report.
How can we make deals with them?
Make no trouble.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Not much going on.
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling of being trapped in the crowd.
Who would even listen to that crap?
More than a few around.
We're 2 years too late already.
Copy that.
God!
It's wonderful.
Right now. Things are about to get really
So?
bad. Did I tell
What
you
is
or
this?
what?
That was almighty.
It's terrifying.
I've been worried sick.
Rather, stay quiet.
More guys on the job.
I'll never see your face again.
Well, here I am. What happened? You said you were going
Saying anything?
Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Known as Northgate.
Ne, tam já v noci nechodím.
I don't want any trouble.
No,
Listen.
listen.
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný. Ten hajzl leze do říky a dostane pouze.
I told you this would happen the first time. It's that damn golem city. If you're not already a terrorist when you go in, they'll turn you into one.
If you're so smart, why don't you help the police find the people responsible?
They know it's Talos Raka, but they can't get to it. Because he's hiding in that rat hole, protected by an augmented science.
Well, why don't they just bomb Golem City? Blow it up the map? There may be some innocent people who die, but it's a small price to pay.
Já tě najdu, plecháči! Nech toho, kámo. Tak tady se.
you breathing? Okay, you're breathing. Was that you?
I found the target! Over!
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Adam Jensen.
Turning now to call. Devastating terror attack.
Adam Jensen. Adam Jensen.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
How do I know that's not worth it?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Dr. Ozan, you have an outside call to urgent. Katerina Noyan to Agent Creed's office. Agent Noyan, return to Agent Creed. Fully urgent. Urgent.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, how are you? Yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Lyon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Arya. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
Access granted.
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you. Now!
Ursa Meyer, report to cybercrimes. Agent Meyer to cybercrimes, please.
Run DNA checks for all the operating agents.
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry.
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things.
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orgs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble?
What? Oh, that? No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Ruzicka investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
Good. Thought I'd have to fight him to let me handle this one. Whoever planted those bombs yesterday has a lot to answer for.
Agreed. And we have to find out who they are before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained, because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient, because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Ruzicka? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
I'm doing extra communication scanning tonight for an operation in China. Our people there are taking down a human trafficking operation.
Not the harvesters again.
No, that group seems to have shriveled up. This is the red. Arrow Triad.
I'm glad we're going after them. For a relatively young organization, they're pretty smart. If they get any bigger, we could be in a lot of trouble.
We need to know.
No, that's not what you call it. White Maybe the connection is that there is no connection.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for McCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but so far, permission denied.
Really? He give you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Aria. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
After the bombing, when Chang changed all the locks and codes, was he under orders? Was there a credible threat to our location?
Maybe, but I don't think so. You know how he gets. Still, he wasn't the only one overreacting this time. A lot of people have been here for over 36 hours, and the state police have not exactly been cooperative.
I can imagine.
It took several hours before we got the security footage from the train station and surrounding streets. It's like they don't trust Interpol. It's weird. I can almost understand Chang's paranoia.
Well, Chang doesn't trust anyone, especially anyone in law enforcement.
Well, if you thought he was high-strung before, the attack only made him more manic. He's making connections no one else sees, and some that may not be there.
Explosions tend to damage things like sensitive electronic equipment.
Right? Try telling him that.
I still can't believe Miller gave the gold mask case to McCready.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. You were there too. You're probably as pissed about those guys getting the drop on the team in Dubai as McCready is. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there. Agent Singh might have been killed.
It could have been worse. That's why I want to find these guys. Maybe I'll talk to McCready, see if I can help.
Good luck with that. He chewed me out for asking if I could help with the case. I should have kept his new key card. I don't want him stinking up my range anyway.
Well, I better let you get back to work.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later.
Alex, did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Jane has provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
Can't believe a word they say. Make the best of it. Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
No, should I?
We have been having strange problems of late. Technical glitches, things like that. It's probably nothing, but...
One can't be too careful these days.
Chang will figure it out, I hope. Well, I must get back to work. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing, Agent Jensen, and I hope you find the men who did it.
You and me both, Sedlak.
Plechovka. Skvělý.
Goodbye. Not much going on.
All right, Miller, I'm at the metro.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive any time you call up Rizika Station on the map.
Chang, you had him hack into Prague's public transit company so I can get to Rizika?
Plan A wasn't working.
Go back to Golem City.
Hundreds of billions of dollars disappeared from the stock market overnight. The world's...
Tak tohle byla velká chyba. Jet ve voze, kam augové nesmějí? To by vás mohlo přijít draho. Ukažte mi doklady.
Wrong train car. Right. They're all going to the same place, aren't
Na
they?
stejný místo? No jasně, že jedou na stejný místo. Je to stejný vlak, vy idioté. Tady. Údaje souhlasej, ale už to příště nedělejte. Zařaď se do fronty pro plecháče. Dělej.
You can't dispute this.
Ah, fuck.
Jensen, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
Miller sent me to find you. Thought you might have run into trouble.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault!
What happened, Smiley?
1 minute I'm in there running the show, and the next they accuse me of trying to tamper with evidence. Me! Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never!
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type.
Smiley.
Right. Back to the case. The thing is, I think I found something in there, something big, something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing that you're here. I don't suppose you could... Jensen your way in there and grab it for me?
So what am I looking at in there?
It's a blast site. There's debris everywhere, and plenty of cops, too. Once you get past the turnstiles and security offices, you should have a clean path to the tourist office where they have the scan, if they don't see you.
How many cops are inside?
I don't know! Several! They all had guns, so I didn't stop and count them all. There's at least one guy in an exosuit. And my guess is they'll shoot first and bury the bodies later.
What do you think is on this scan?
It's evidence, Jensen. A 3D mass spectrometer scan of the explosion site.
And?
And if I had one more minute in there, I'd have it with me right now, and I could find out. But the fact that they don't want me to see it makes me want to see it even more. I'm sure it's important.
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, you know, augmented. After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
So where do I find it?
The forensic team set up camp inside the tourist agency, or what used to be the tourist agency. Get to their setup, grab the DSD with the scan on it, and get out. Easy peasy.
This could take a while, Smiley.
Got it. I'll get out of your way, head back to HQ. Good luck, and, let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Right.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Might as well head back. There's no getting through that way.
What?
The police have the hall locked down.
Is there no way around?
Unless you're one of them.
What am I supposed to put in the report? Explosive device? No fucking kidding.
Another reboot.
What a goddamn mess. It will be a miracle.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
My je dostaneme, žádný strachy. Jdeme si, co to mají na svědomí.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
He showed up yet? I thought he'd still be in the hospital.
Checked himself out this
My je
morning.
dostaneme,
He had no
žádný
injury,
strachy.
so there's nothing they could do.
I cannot imagine how to do it.
Simply the damn determined to find the ultimate body. Captain had to have him physically removed.
What did they do? Drag him out, clean it?
Captain had him paid. Poor doctor.
Golemu se to teďka bude pořádně mlít.
Whoever worked on this last time did a pretty good job.
Najdeme ty, co to mají na svědomí.
What a mess. Explosive device? No fucking key.
Find you once responsible. Okay. Waste of time.
Back to your post. Everyone on sharp lookout and stay out of the way.
Guarding the station. Until the red light. I need the merchandise.
What was that, Kopecki?
Nothing, sir. We're just commenting on the flank bastards that hit us.
That's what it is. Now go. Keep watch for any clanks.
Tag it for spectrographic analysis back in the lab. Find anything else?
My je dostaneme,
Plenty,
žádný
but
stres.
nothing that I think would make this case. Wish I knew what caught that task force guy's interest.
Doubt that it was anything important, or SIS wouldn't have just shoot him out. They would have taken him away.
That brings up another good question.
Checkpoints are doing a good job keeping people out.
Najdeme důkazy.
I'd say they were covering something up.
Stop that kind of talk and get back to work.
Běhá mi z toho tady mráz po zádech.
This is going to be a media circus. Calm down. We'll be out of here soon enough.
I'm here.
Určitě v tom má prsty ten sráč raket.
Fucking args. Just killing anything.
Máš tušení, jak dlouho tady ještě budeme trčet?
I wonder if one of those claims will come back to see the carnage. Still hear the scream.
Ty vědátoři by měli přijít s něčím užitečným. Kolemu se to teďka bude pořádně mlít. Podívej!
Won't be too much longer. Never be able to forget the day. How bad is it? I wonder if one of those planks will come back to see the carnage.
Find anything else?
My je dostaneme,
Plenty,
žádný stres.
but nothing that I think would make this case. Wish I knew what...
Tag it for spectrographic analysis back in the lab.
Kolemu se to teďka bude pořádně mlít.
But nothing that I think would make this case. Wish I knew what caught that task force guy's interest.
Doubt that it was anything important, or SIS wouldn't have just
We've
shoot
been
him
lucky.
out. They would have
No one trying to get in yet.
To je zoufalé.
Shadows.
Musíme to...
I'm here. You'll be...
Tag it for spectrographic analysis back in the lab. Find anything else?
Plenty,
My je
but nothing
dostaneme,
that I
žádný
think would make
strachy.
this case. Wish I knew what caught that task force guy's interest.
Doubt that it was anything important, or SIS wouldn't have just shoot him out. They would have taken him away.
Běhá mi z toho tady mráz po zádech.
Keep your eyes open.
I'd say they were covering something up.
Stop that kind of talk and get back to work.
I can still hear the screaming.
To je zoufalé.
Calm down. We'll be out of here soon enough.
Najdeme ty, co to mají na svědomí. Golemu se to teďka bude pořádně mlít. Tolik mrtvejch.
Hope we find something incriminating. Won't be too much longer.
I'm here. You'll be fine.
Tohle násilí je katastrofa.
Fucking hogs. Just killing anything. We'll find proof soon enough.
Určitě v tom má prsty ten sráč raket. Oblast je čistá.
I wonder if one of those clanks will come back to see the carnage. Calm down. We'll be out of here soon enough.
Can't find anything useful here. Looks like the area's been trampled by something.
Fucking hogs. Just killing anything. Never be able to forget this day.
Najdeme důkazy.
The lab guys are going to have to put in some overtime on this one.
Po vetřelcích ani stopy.
They'll pay for this.
Za tohle zaplatí.
A fucking catastrophe.
Brzo nějaký důkazy najdem.
Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
Goddamn mess. It will be a miracle if we find something useful here. What am I supposed to put into the form? Explosive device? No fucking kidding.
Zasranej auk ve vagónu pro naturály! Chcete snad vyvolat paniku? Ukažte mi papíry. Dělejte, nebo vás seberu.
I don't have time to waste with this. Make it fast.
Vemte si je a vypadněte. Až příště pojedete metrem, použijte vagón pro augy. Máme svých problémů dost i bez takových potížistů, jako jste vy.
Jensen, looks like we have a new lead in the case. It's going to put you inside Gollum City.
They all get him. What did we get?
Telecam footage from the attack.
Wrong line.
Chang was able to pull some images from it. Trouble is, our new psychologist needs to clear you before you go anywhere.
So I shouldn't tell her about this piece of evidence I've got for Smiley.
Humor the bureaucrats, will you? Bring Smiley your evidence and give Ozan 5 minutes of your time. Call me when it's done.
My goodness.
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... Well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
David Seraph always attracted a lot of controversy.
Yes, I've seen some of his interviews. A firm believer in human enhancement technologies. I wonder if the incident changed his view?
Certainly didn't seem that way on the day.
You were with him then? In Panchea? When the incident happened?
Not at first. I was investigating the people responsible for attacking Seraph Industries. I was this close to exposing them when the incident hit.
You weren't affected?
No.
So how did you end up in Panchea?
I found out Seraph had left for the Arctic installation without me. I knew it was still under construction and most of its workforce was augmented. But by the time I got there, the damage had been done. Is there a reason we're dredging up the past? Because I don't see what any of this has to do with current events.
Don't you? Panchea was the fulcrum, Adam. For you and for all of society, everything changed that day. They dragged you out of the ocean and into a world that hates and fears people like you. Which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? There are no easy answers, Doc. If the Augmented are behind this, maybe they felt it was their only recourse. Or maybe terrorism would stop if the ruling class realized how often their own actions contribute to it.
So investigating ARC, there's no value conflict for you?
Right now, I'm just a cop, and it's criminals that are responsible for this chaos, augmented or not. My job is to prevent further bloodshed.
That's good to hear. Listen, Adam, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.
I didn't realize I had a choice.
You didn't? Still, I thank you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm learning a lot just from watching you.
Let's pretend you're right. Why would somebody be reading our emails?
Are you kidding? Whoever's doing it is spying on us from the inside.
Suppose I believe you. For who?
Who knows? Terrorists? Corporations?
It's gonna take them a while. They want us to pop up and some lists. I'm stingy with sharing evidence.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
They didn't seem to be in a talkative mood, so I left them alone.
See? Without my expert advice, you might be dead right now, Adam. A stitch in time saves none.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy.
Right, please report to your department. Urgent, right, Captain Department.
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Prahadovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavny. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment. Access the computer they used and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
I should have stayed in bed.
Nothing suspicious here. More than a few around.
You're 2 years too late already.
All right, moving back out.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
They got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its Aug problem.
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-Aug.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesellive, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because Ark don't operate in North America.
They're setting up Ark, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
I agree, it doesn't look good. He's pulled me off Dubai, put me on the train station bombing. Think he's about to send me to Gollum City.
The Udalek complex? You're not gonna like it there. It was built by the Santo Group as temporary housing for transient workers. But now...
Now it's home to every unlicensed dog in the Czech Republic. And it's where Ark's made its headquarters.
Shit, man. What are they planning?
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? First Life doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the Collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Golem City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
Area is free of suspicious activity.
Just drop it. No one cares. Something is going to push them into attacking us.
Switch off patrol.
Here you go. Drink it all in. Here's a little advance. Drawing. Take it all in, if you can.
Nevím, odkud to máš, ale určitě zapleteš. Já jí volala, ale nebrala mi.
A místní úřady nemají dostatek prostředků, aby se s tím vypořádali. Slečna Sato hodlá během svého pobytu navštívit co možná nejvíce zpustošených arabských národů, aby vyhodnotila jejich situaci a lépe pochopila, proč se kdysi prosperující města, jako třeba Dubaj, z incidentu ještě plně nevzpamatovalo.
No tak, go on, get out of here.
Celý oddělení je skorumpované.
Look at that.
Bastard. You seeing anything?
Yeah, I know.
Understood.
The whole department is corrupt.
Ne, takhle jsem to nemyslel.
Nejvíce zkušených arabských národů, aby vyhodnotila jejich situaci a lépe pochopila, proč se kdysi prosperující města jako třeba Dubaj z incidentu ještě plně nepamatovalo. Reportérů umožní členům Rady bezpečnosti dosáhnout.
Spanish flu.
I think I'm lost.
Have you ever gone into the watchmaker's shop? It's like stepping back in time. Even the owner is an antique. I did go in. Okay, each his own. You're good to go. The shopkeeper was late on his protection payments. So my client...
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
The man is a CEO. She always was.
Can't take that kickback.
What's wrong with him?
More than a few around.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
I got a lot of bleep software to find.
Don't do that in public.
Are we really doing any good?
Come tonight to the red light.
I couldn't believe it when I saw the test results. Spanish flu.
My feet are sore.
Have you ever gone into the watchmaker's shop? Stop. It's like stepping
Identification.
back. Even the owner is an antique.
In the sewers. Ridiculous.
Nice coat.
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hello, Og.
Get my qualifications for the rig next week.
Understood.
Hey, are you interested in clean guns for a good price?
Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid.
Come on. You have credits? Usually you people with the robot arms and legs have no credits.
No, you got a real way with people. What's on the menu?
Menu? No, not food. Guns and things. You want? Good choice, huh?
Maybe later.
Go! Go! Waste my time.
Reporting to you live from Picus.
Come on in. Weapons for sale.
List of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented. What did you do that for? I am protecting the real people in the building. And most of them on the list are people who make their rent.
of them occurring after Dr. Tallis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Kodelek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live, from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours, and preventing life-saving medical transport to workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the collective is one of the most dangerous.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers, in the Davni district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
Can't take that kickback.
More than a few around.
No augmented security. None. All automated. They barely felt the twinge during the
The city has gone to hell.
So my client beat him to death with a baseball bat. In front of a cop? How are you going to spin that one? I don't have to.
Starting to think we're in bed with the Russians.
You want a drink, baby?
Hi,
Přisloužil
yes,
kolem.
I'm looking
Já
for
jsem tady
a
poprvé.
town with entertainment. We call it the red light district. That over there. This is closed right now. It opens up the
A large part of Prague's charm is evident in the old city.
I don't usually blurt out my political views to people on the streets, but I just want you to know, what they are doing to you Augs, it is horrible.
Many festivals throughout the year. Music, art of all kinds, theater.
Come on, you know how this goes.
Always taking
What the
pride
heck?
in their
Well,
sport.
looks like a negative path.
Šílenec. I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall.
You sure it's not in your head?
In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to prey for Juggernaut Collective. Vigilante hackers are exposing massive corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transport from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Big global impact story. Then segue into earthquakes and clones, follow up on Dubai, and finish with local.
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moonbase? The clones on the moonbase? Who sent you?
I'm here for Sam's dad. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, man, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gotta break someone's nose, you break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Dovos?
Oh, that little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. Kay isn't one man.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Picus Media Network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
I need you to stop looking into Brahadovos, but not for the reasons you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You've got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Brahadovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
All right, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons! The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO. She leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard sister airlines flight 431 were killed. When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit, and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box
I finally got through to my contact in the trade office.
flashbacks to the
Fuck
that
off.
horrible day
Keep trying, Bones. Keep giving them help.
flew into a cyclone of killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you.
Exclusivity. Anonymity. These are the greatest concerns.
The Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world.
This can't be happening to me.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you. You're clear, and you're lucky I got a sense of humor. A little bit, that's all.
There's going to be a candlelight vigil next Monday in front of the former limb clinic. It would be really nice if the augmented people of this city could help.
What's this?
You're not come soon enough.
I'm nervous about leaving the nest because I'm afraid of getting it. Less likely to get hit by a terrorist bomb because they have less food. That is not a consolation.
Best prices anywhere. If you're hoping to buy something from me, you're out of luck.
Sir?
No augmented security is done. All over this. They barely felt the winds during the incident.
Feels like it's going to rain. Hello, sir.
Took a huge dig after the bomb, but it's recovering very fast. Of course, we have to do to the terrorists that what goes on. That worse they make and smarter than they are. Not only do I know it, but I bought a bunch of stuff with fire extinguishers. And when the market rebounded, I knew that.
I will use not excellent to come. Ever since the power came back, I have been so angry with the world. Yes, I felt so stupid. I was just upstairs and could not move. And what is taken away everything. This man installed the security system for the bank and was fired along with him. I think they're going to break into the bank. Colonel Denny's telling that he wants the bank to run elected engineers. That no one fires him will give him mechanical engineers back and get them.
Nothing down here. Over.
Yes, since 2017. However, this particular building was completed in 2024, and since then it's acted as a
Data
head-off.
extractors have never breached. Hackers are everywhere.
Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated aug-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live from Picus.
They may have batteries, but we've got this. Ashanti energy drinks. For all you need to get through the day. Ashanti.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Think I saw something. Stay alert.
Need eyes on primary!
Picus News, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely... seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours.
Yes. Sub-level security room has our up-to-date security passwords.
Good. Haven't heard from mezzanine level or the corporate vault basement.
Can you get confirmation from IT?
I could, but they would only be able to confirm sending out the code. Nothing perfect all we did out. Might have heard something. Come on.
Got your post covered.
Clear. Taking up post. Area clear. Confirmed.
Confirmed. As you were.
Quiet. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Just going to investigate. Might have heard something. Come on.
Make it quick.
Clear. Taking up post.
Confirmed.
Has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is the last
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Area. Up in the stratosphere.
Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
They may have batteries, but we've got this. Ashanti Entertainment. For all you need to get through the day. Ashanti.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Picus Peaks, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Ruzicka train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Ariel is constantly bringing the best and latest technology. Our portable data solutions have massive storage capacity, flexible streams, and over 1,000 other unique and patented features. Ariel, up in the stratosphere.
Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
They may have batteries, but we've got this. Ashanti energy drinks. For all you... Get through the day. Ashanti.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you, folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Access granted.
Anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now... will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Picus News, always watching, because you are always watching. Unbiased and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers who are exposing
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
All green lights here. There was some activity earlier, definite attempt, probably multiple.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and caused a major explosive. Details recovered from the black box report suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day.
Code 0. Visual. Confirm.
Just going to investigate.
saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive... when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
around the world. Hikers News, always watching, because you are always watching.
Narrow pattern initiated. Confirmed.
Confirmed. On narrow.
escalation in the violence and rhetoric has also widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides.
I don't know. Santo has been a short bet for a long time, but in all cases, you might see the whole world.
Moving to investigate.
see. If we can't get to a good spot.
Might have something. Keep you posted.
Is there nothing I can say to talk you out of divesting your...
From Picus. Picus News. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be.
I'm sorry.
Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. They rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous